Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to our ELA Tale. I am so excited that you guys are here. I'm so excited that you guys are ready to learn because we are going to start kind of bringing together our social studies and our ELA work so that we can cover more ground and have a better understanding of things. So this week, we are going to focus on outlines and the Bill of Rights. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go over your spelling for list with you guys, and then we're going to kind of talk a little bit about outlines, and I'm going to kind of just briefly talk about the Bill of Rights for you, and I will have plenty of things for you this week that will help reinforce that for you and your understanding of it all. So don't worry, it may sound like a lot. I promise it's not. You guys are going to do just fine. You're going to be great. You're amazing. You're awesome. So just bear with me. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys and kind of just talk and read aloud the spelling list for you because like I always say, I want you guys to hear me say them and hear what they mean and to maybe put some of them into sentences just because I really do want you guys to understand them as much as possible. So let me share my screen with you guys and I will show you. Okay, so here is your spelling for list. I'm going to go ahead and read through them for you and kind of just give you a little bit of what it is. So number one is glue. Glue. Glue is that pasty stuff that you use at school to put things together. Some of you may have tasted it and dabbled your little taste buds in it when you were in kindergarten. Don't deny it. I bet some of you tasted some glue before. Number two is flute. Flute. Flute is a musical instrument. Number three is youth. Youth means to be young. It refers to people of their youth, meaning they are young. Number four is accuse. Accuse means to say that someone did something. So I would accuse you of cheating, or I accuse you of not cleaning up your mess. I say that you did something. I make a statement that you or anybody did something. Number five is bruise. Bruise is sometimes when we get hit and we get that ugly brown, purpley, bluish mark on our skin. Number six is stew. Stew is a type of food. It's a little mix of chunky food and some soup, and it's some good stuff, okay? It's good stuff, but that's a food. Number seven is choose. Choose. So choose is when you refer to yourself choosing something, you're picking something. Number eight is cartoon. Cartoon. Cartoons are obviously everywhere. They are the drawing animations that we see in movies and in TV shows. Number nine is lose. Lose. So you would lose a game. You would not win something. You would lose. That's the best way I can do. I'm a dictionary for that one. Number 10 is view. View, when you are looking at something or a scenery, usually like when you see a sunset, you go, oh, the view is so beautiful. So it's what you are talking about, like what you see. 11 is confuse. Confuse, when you don't know something or you don't understand something. 12 is cruise. Cruise is the ginormous ships that you guys can go and party on and have fun and play at their little mini water parks that they have on there. I know that Disney cruises have all of the Disney characters on there. They have all kinds of things for kids, but it's just basically a big ship that you guys can go on vacation on. Number 13 is jewel. Jewel is a form of a diamond, just some jewelry type of thing. You know, when you have a nice piece of jewelry, like a necklace or a bracelet, sometimes you have a jewel in the center of it. So you have a little diamond. 14 is execute. Execute. So execute, some of you might think of movies like when you execute, like when you, when someone take somebody out in a movie, or execute meaning to do something. You did your assignment very well. You executed that assignment very well. You did the assignment, you worked on it. That we'll use that form of it rather than the gory version of execute. Number 15 is route. So route is where you are going. When your parents use maps or anything to figure out where they're going, it shows them a route to take. It takes them where to go. Okay, so we are just going to also talk about outlines and Bill of Rights. So I am connecting our learning of ELA and social studies because I want to enhance your learning. I want it to connect for you guys as much as possible. So outlines are when we break down some things of what we want to write. So I like to make outlines of my lessons for you guys. I write out my lessons and I outline them. I start off with my warm-ups. I start off with, and then I go with what I want to talk about, and then I work on what you will work on, and then we do a test, or we do an exit ticket, or we do something so that I know that you were paying attention that whole time. Okay, so that is how I outline it. I break down what I'm going to do. So you could also say that an outline is like a checklist or a chore list. Okay, so your parents will outline your chore list for you. They'll give you the first thing of clean your sheets, fold your sheets, wash your clothes, vacuum the floor, take the dog out, fill up the dog's food bowl. That's kind of just an outline. That's kind of what the outlines I want you to start thinking of before we get into the more intense outlines of writing and breaking down how we're going to write things. So eventually we will get to outlines of how we are writing. Okay, so we are going to use outlines as how we break down our thoughts. Okay, so like I said with my lessons that I do for you guys, I always outline them and I break them down so that I can better see how I'm going to teach you guys. Okay, so if you are writing about a book, okay, you're writing about a book, you want to start with your beginning. Okay, start with what exactly you're going to say in your introduction, and then you'll move on. Okay, then you do your middle, kind of think about what you're going to say in your middle, and then you do your end. You think about what you're going to say at the end, how you're going to wrap it up. Okay, so that's how you're outlining your writing. When we get more into it, though, you're going to start thinking about the different paragraphs you have, what kind of writing you want to do, what type of sentences you need to see in your writing, and things like that. But this week, we are going to outline the Bill of Rights. So the Bill of Rights, I am going to share my screen with you guys for this week's Social Studies Weekly. I will link it to your assignment so that you guys can view it. I figured out that linking it to your assignment is actually how you can see it. It took me this long to figure it out. I can't believe it. But I'm going to link it to your assignment so that you guys can see the Social Studies Weekly to help you with outlining them. We're just going to do a small practice for your assignment today. Excuse me. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Give me just a moment. Okay, so this is your week 9 Social Studies Weekly. It's going over the new government for the people of the United States. Now, we have just now formed our United States. And we went over our Constitution. Our Constitution is the historical document that how our government is set up and how it's going to work and how it'll be effective. And the Bill of Rights are the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. These amendments are what were created because many people were worried that a powerful government might not always treat people fairly. So these amendments these are our rights and freedoms, okay? This document, or this portion of the document, it guarantees our rights and freedoms as U.S. citizens. So each one goes to a specific a specific right or freedom. So let's kind of just talk about the First Amendment and kind of give you a little snippet of how we would outline it. So let me zoom in just a little, and we're going to look at the First Amendment. Okay, so just right here. So the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights says that Congress cannot make any laws that would take away any basic freedoms that people have. So this amendment guarantees the freedom of religion, speech, and press. So the ability to publish articles and broadcast reports. So the First Amendment is your right as a U.S. citizen to have freedom of religion, speech, and press. So the freedom of religion is referring to you being able to believe in whatever you want to believe in. And the freedom of speech is for you to be able to say and feel however you want to feel about things. And the freedom of press, it's the ability to be able to put articles about how you feel or what you believe out there, or put in a broadcasted report of how you feel and all that good stuff. But this amendment basically tells us that Congress can't make any those main three rights for us. Now, when we are outlining our Bill of Rights, we are going to label each amendment, okay? And then we're going to continue that outline of putting in what that amendment is. So we are basically going to break down every single amendment. Now, don't freak out on me. I know it seems like a lot, but we're just doing it little by little, okay? We're not going to go full-fledged freak out. We got to get everything done under the sun right now because I want you guys to be able to understand it as much as possible. So we will start small with the little outline. But if you guys have any questions for me, as always, please feel free to email me. I will answer your questions. I will help troubleshoot as much as I can. And this is also your weekly reminder that you guys are still in school. So you need to make sure that you are getting all your assignments done each day for every single subject. We are starting on a new 9 weeks. This is a new time for you guys to make sure that you do not fall behind on any assignments, to make sure that all of your assignments are getting done and that you do not get behind. And because honestly, my friends, when you guys get behind on virtual assignments, it's really hard to make them up. You don't get that extra time. Well, I mean, you do get that extra time at home to do it. I know that some of my sweet friends, though, aren't really allowed to do their stuff until their parents get home, and I completely understand that. However, our friends here at school are getting everything done. Okay, they are working on everything. They don't take all the extra time to do their work, and they don't fall behind. So we expect that same thing from you guys, is to not fall behind, and we are going to make it a beautiful and wonderful, awesome new 9 weeks. We are not going to fall behind. We are not going to have a bunch of missing assignments. We are going to do this. We are going to get it done. We are going to be awesome as per usual. Okay. But I really just wanted to touch on that, you guys, because of the fact that we had so many friends who fell behind and were just clicking through assignments just to put a grade in there. And a lot of those grades would end up being zeros. And I don't want that for you guys. I know that you guys are way smarter and you're way more awesome than you're letting off. So just keep up some good work and keep going and try your best not to get behind. You guys got this. You guys are amazing. Okay, I don't know how many times I got to say that for you guys to realize it, but you are. So, like I said, you have any questions, please email me and let me know of any troubles you have. I will do my best to troubleshoot. Let me know if there is any questions that you have based on the outlines or any of the assignments. I will do my best to help explain it to you. I want you guys to have as much of the same experience as our face-to-face kids as possible. So I'm willing to help you out as much as possible. So with that being said, I will see you guys next time.